Happy Friday. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Brostoff, Team J-Bro, and we got Derek Gallion. If you are familiar with Cube, you know this guy and you know this guy, and we are happy to bring you CubeCon. It is day one.
CubeCon.
Having some fun.
Yes.
Wait, is this technically day one?
Yeah.
No, we're in day two.
Yeah, day two.
And we're having some fun. We are going to be going live in a few minutes, so with the actual competition. But before, we're going to give you a quick intro into what's going on. So we have first up our Peasant Plus Cube, and that is Eric Evans.
Eric Evans.
Beautiful design. So I'm actually going to let you start us off. Why don't you explain a little bit of the philosophy behind this cube and kind of where everything's coming from. We'll talk through it a bit.
All right, cool. So Peasant Plus, what does that mean? Well, we're basically looking at a common, uncommon focus cube, but with a little plus, which means the designer decided to add lands, rare lands, instead of using common, uncommon lands. Helps everything flow a little more smoothly, especially for multicolored, aggressive decks, just making everything play a little bit better. A lot of times, common, uncommon lands, especially dual lands, enter the battlefield tapped.
So it's a Peasant Cube, except the only is a little bit of slight alteration where we get a little bit of an easier mana base.
Yep.
Which is awesome because, in my opinion, if you're gonna I like the philosophy behind that, because if you're gonna alter a cube, usually people want to keep upping the power levels, like, oh, let me make a little exception here, a little exception there. In this alteration, we're just talking about having the flow of gameplay be a little bit smoother,
yes,
and take out one of the feel bads that's common to Magic, which is the mana screw.
Yes.
So we're very happy with that. We also want to start off by giving a quick thank you to our sponsors for making this happen.
Yeah.
So thank you to our CubeCon sponsors. I'm going to go real quick. We got Ultra Pro coming through in the clutch. Misty Mountain Games, Chill MTG. We got Cube Cobra, the best cube website in the world. Dragon Shield, thank you so much for the dope prize support. Me, Team J-Bro, Cultic Cube, MTG Jason, Lucky Paper, and Cockatoo. So thank you very much to our sponsors. Appreciate you. Do we get CubeCon links to see what's all in the pool? Yes.
Yes,
we will pull that up. We have, and huge thank you to Cloud Go Ranger, aka Michael. Michael will pop that up in the chat in a little bit for you, and you can take a full look at the list. But let's just go through some stuff real quick. Now, what in this Peasant Cube stands out to you? Why don't you go through some of archetypes and stuff like that?
Sure, absolutely. Let me just pull up the archetypes here. I was looking at the list before we started.
And also, thank you all for everyone tuning in. This is the best 4 days in cubing. We're off to a raucous start. Yesterday was bang, bang, bang in the chicken wing. We had the amazing Gavin Verhey competing. We had David McDarby, and we had honorary guest Gwen Decker representing Team Watsy. We had Team Wisconsin, myself, Sam Black, and Caleb duking it out in the Bucks. So great day. We had a lot of free play area too, a lot of cube action going on. We're having Cubioki tonight, which is cube karaoke. We had an awesome dinner. Some people got to do all sorts of fun side cubes, and today we're going to have a plethora of amazing cubes allowed. There's thank you, Michael. Cloud Go Rangers providing the link for the list.
Excellent.
And let's go over some archetypes.
All right. First of all, that was excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. For those of you who are familiar with Peasant Cube, some of these are going to seem a little familiar to you, but in case you're not, this is a really good idea to just kind of get a feel for what kind of decks you're going to see people trying to build during the draft portion of Peasant Plus. So, Azorius, I'll just go through some of the two-color pairs. We got Azorius, we got Blink and Control and Card Advantage. We got Dimir with also a lot of control elements. And as I go through this, you're going to hear there's going to be a lot of bleed between some of these archetypes. Like blue-white can be control, blue-black can be control, Esper can be control. And there's a little bit of an intention there with the designer and making sure that those archetypes can bleed into multiple different color pairs. So Dimir, control. You're going to see you could see cards like Psychotog, Animate Dead, card draw and counter spells. Rakdos. We're looking at sacrifice, lots of removal, lots of efficient creatures and 2-for-1s. Gruul, Stompy and Ramp.
Stompy and Ramp.
Stompy and Ramp.
Stomp that ramp. Ramp that stomp.
Selesnya decks are going to have counter synergies, things like Conclave Mentor, Cytoplast Rootkin, also just big creatures, and probably some token stuff too. Orzhov, black-white, tokens, sacrifice. It's going to be a little more mid-rangey. Is it spells?
Spells
Always
matter.
spells. Yug Pyromancer, Sahili Sublime Artificer. Yes, it's a planeswalker, but it is uncommon. Things like Murmuring Mystic. Then you got counter spells, sweepers, spot removal, Golgari, Graveyard Matters, sacrifice stuff, drain and gain. We know this. We know the story there. Boros, tokens, anthems. Go wide.
Yep.
And make them bigger. And then lastly, Simic is ramp and flash, which is something that I actually am really interested to see. Cards like Fairy Vandal, Wolfkin Avenger, Great Oak Guardian, just other archetypes. Ooh, okay. So then there's some like micro stuff going on there that we really should earmark as we see the draft happen.
You got the Mill and Chill.
Mill and Chill, Wingmate Chaplain from Dominaria United is apparently in the list. So little things like that.
And one of the reasons why I'm excited to highlight a cube of this nature is that so often we think about cubing in the context of the most popular cube online, which is Vintage Cube.
Yeah.
And why is that? Well, we love seeing people windmill slam a, Time Walk or Ancestral, and then Snapcast or whatever. You love to see it.
Yep.
But one of the other aspects to to cubing that's often underrepresented, misunderstood, is the more interactive versions of cube, where you have a lot longer games, more gameplay, more opportunities for the decision tree to spread out. And a Peasant Cube is perfect for that, because generally speaking, you're going to have those lower power levels, which in some cases might even create a little bit less variance. And you're also going to have the longer games where you get to actually it's not just like, oh, I got Mind Twisted turn 1 for 5 cards. It's like, no, let me go through this, have some real back and forth, have some interaction. I love seeing that part of Cube. It's such an interesting way to enjoy the game. And often Cube allows you to explore and to kind of go through parts of the game that you would never experience in any other context. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You'd love to see it.
Yeah. I also just really love creature combat, and there's a lot more of that happening in Peasant Cube. Obviously, there are like engines and like really powerful synergies from like building up a board state and making something really cool happen. But a lot of times you can like really get scrappy and just attacking and blocking and trading resources, and I love that kind of magic. I'm a big limited player, so that always appeals to me when I watch Peasant Cube or play Peasant Cube myself.
We got a question from yet another chat. It says, what do you think of Peasant Cube gameplay versus Pauper Cube?
Ooh,
good question.
Good question.
They're very, very different.
Yes, they're very different.
Styles. But I think that. So why don't you go over the difference for viewers that may not know?
Absolutely. So Pauper is what we call a cube that contains only commons, whereas Peasant generally means commons and uncommons.
So you have a very different power level, of course, between your commons and uncommons, and it makes for. I actually prefer, despite what I just said, I prefer the Peasant because I feel like I like having the extra mix. Now, I qualified when I won the Cube Championship for the SCG tournament. That was qualified through a Pauper Cube, and one of the things I did to prep for that is I looked over the cube list and I found all the 2-for-1s and I looked over the whole list and I decided that. The 2/1 flyer that draws a card when it comes to play for
Cloud
3.
Conceer.
Yeah, the all those sorts of things. All those sorts of things were going to be my bread and butter. And I found the colors that the critical mass black and blue, and I confirmed a Demir stretch that. But that's because it's so raw, and it's such like it's such a knockdown drag out fight in a Pauper Cube. There's so much less glitz and glam. So I actually prefer the Peasant gameplay generally, but I'm down if someone can make good. Any cube is cube is like pizza.
It's always good.
It's always good.
Yeah,
you can always get a good one in.
And
so
one thing I'll add on to what J-Bro just said is like in Pauper, a lot of times when you're restricted only to commons, you a lot of the games it's really hard to build a deck that can overcome just a lot of raw 2-for-1s. So like when J-Bro said, I'm just going to draft a mirror because everything cantrips or everything is a 2-for-1, it's because there's not really a lot of easy ways to combat that in a Pauper setting.
Right.
Just commons. When you add uncommons, all of a sudden you have really powerful signposty cards, ways to navigate a draft, ways that'll change the way you're drafting, and you can actually build a deck, build a strategy, implement some kind of game plan that can overcome a lot of just raw card advantage.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So it looks like we're getting ready to start.
All right.
Yes,
the
we got-
first draft.
Hell yeah. First draft of the day.
Oh my God, I'm
Beginning
so
of the main
excited.
tournament. And also huge shout out to Caleb D MTG, got his swag on today.
Oh, I wish I had that hoodie, man. It's so
yeah.
sick.
Big fan of the Caleb, another Wisconsin streamer and part-time dreamer. So we got Andrew Hendris coming up. We're going to get our other player once they're seated and named. But we're going to be Hendricks. I'm sorry,
Andrew Hendricks. Okay.
we're going to be watching the. That'll become. We're going to get our other player once they're seated and playing. But right now we're just going to follow the draft. So we're going to go through the draft, and then we'll be following each player as they win. So we're going to start with Andrew, but if he is defeated, we're going to go on to the next player that defeats him, and if that person's defeated, we'll go to them. So we're going to follow this narrative all the way to the logical conclusion. Yofi Tofi, we're getting a trophy.
Yep.
And it looks like they're getting ready to start. We have also a huge shout out to our judge team. We have some great
Oh
judge
my
staff.
God, we have a
Libby
great
the
judge team.
Liberator, man, knocking it down. So appreciate our judges.
There's been so much work, blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into the setup of this.
Oh
months
Lordy, ain't
and
that
months
true?
of planning, and all these people showed up and have given so much of their time. And it's just a beautiful thing to see start to coalesce
Hell
on this
yeah.
Friday morning as
And-
we see everybody coming together, sitting down, getting ready for the drafts.
And I also got to give a huge shout out to Cultic Cube, John Terrell, who's been an amazing part of this. Actually, he was part of the OG team. When I first conceived of this, he was one of the first people I reached out to because of the Cube content he put out very early on.
Yep.
The Cultic Cube videos. And he was part of the planning committee before, but when COVID hit, we had to redo, we got delayed. So
Delayed.
but we phoenixed the hell out of that. So
Yeah.
we're coming back stronger and longer now. Okay, so it looks like they're going through the specifics of the draft. The judge is talking through, and everyone knows what to do, but just got to make it all official.
Yep, in official capacity.
Yep.
I just keep looking over and I keep seeing everybody sitting down. This might be the most people that have ever gathered in one place to play Cube
Hell
in
yeah.
paper ever.
Well, this and the SCG one for sure. Which shout out again to our homie. We're switching to Maze. Okay, we're starting a little bit. Shout out to the homie Justin Parnell, who is the reason for the season. He's my OG partner. Okay, we got our players. Okay, we're
All
starting.
right, here we go.
We got
Pack one from Andrew.
Well, speaking of
Hendricks.
which, there's the land right there. We got a rare land pulling up to the top. Sacred Foundry, Boros.
Let's see where he goes with this.
Oh,
Ooh, we see a
nice.
grafted war gear.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. That is very powerful.
And a dismember. Yep.
Okay, so the 1 mana removal that can fit in any deck, which
Yep.
is fantastic.
So they're
Cute like
prioritizing
this.
some colorless cards, things that can go into
interesting.
any deck. Even pulls mutagenic growth up to the front.
Okay, that
Yeah.
is you want your combat tricks. Although creatures in a format like this, I don't feel there's another there's another Phyrexian spell. Okay,
Goes with the dismember. Goes
Yeah.
with the interactive spell.
Always bolt the bird.
Yep.
Not mad at that. Now, personally, I think Grafted War Gear is a much more powerful card.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I think it doesn't put you into an archetype necessarily, although it does also fit in a couple nice archetypes because Gruul Beatdown, it's good for tokens, it's also good for the sacrifice deck.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's very flexible.
Now
Okay,
there's
so
a
let's
banger.
see what they're looking at. You got Ravenous Chupacabra pulled up to the front and a Hypnotic Spectre.
Hachimachi.
Looks like the dismember might be, getting them a little excited about playing black.
Not mad at that. Now Chupalupa is one of the best creature removal, creature kill spells in quite a long time. A strict upgrade from not strict upgrade, doesn't have first strike, but Necrotal upgrade.
I would say overall, it's
Overall,
it's an
a
upgrade.
little bit better. Yeah, knocks out the artifact creatures. There's also Hypnotic Spectre, which is very powerful. CubeCon!
CubeCon!
Which is, we're getting there. That's our war chant for the day. We're getting a very powerful couple 3 black cards because what was the third one? We had Hippie Spectre, we had Chupalupa, and
There was one other one in there too, but
There's another
you'd have to pull
powerful
up
spell.
you'd have to pull up the pack.
He's
again.
going
Take a
so
look and
quick.
see.
Yeah.
Interesting though.
So, is there a link to the Cube chat? Yes. believe all the lists are on the website. And
Yep.
thank you to Cloud Go Ranger for following the chat and getting it out there. And Chad, if you got any questions for us, lay them on us and be upon us.
Yeah, we got chat pulled up, so ask us any questions. Myself, J-Bro, both of us. We're happy to answer.
Okay, so we're going to be delayed a little bit. Oh, there it is. So we were delayed a little bit because
All right, we're
another
resuming. Okay.
draft, there was an issue, and all the drafts have to fire at the same time. So, okay, Chupalupa and...
Wasteland. Pulls Wasteland up to, behind the Chupacabra.
Well, there are more non... Okay,
Okay,
there we
okay,
go.
okay.
So I'm talking
Goes
about,
to the
baby,
Chupacabra.
knock you a few bucks. Let's
Prioritizing
go.
removal.
And
Okay.
it meets my approval. You love to see it. No problem, D. Nolan. We're happy to serve. So again, the way that this is being done, we have all the drafts going on at once.
Yep.
But they all have to follow the same clock because it's very tight. The logistics that go into CubeCon, people have no idea how much work this has been. But getting everything settled, getting all the trains to fire on time has been amazing.
Monumental.
Monumental. And thank you to the judge staff for making it happen. I wonder if the chaplain is any good in this cube. Now, oh yeah, chaplain, that was the other one. So the 2/2 flyer that whenever a creature dies, you bink, which is great, of course, for the sacrifice cube. Okay, let's see. We got,
so they've got
murder. Ooh.
I don't know what the card in the front is.
That
the
is a
black card.
2/1 flyer that when it comes to play, they have to discard a card, I believe, for 1 black.
Liliana's Spectre.
That's right. Another 1 black Spectre, different from the one we've seen before. Nice 2/1 ETB. There's also another 2/1 kill card.
Ooh, and there's Murderous Red Cap.
Not mad
Another
at the
Ravenous
Red Cap.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, red cap. Let's go. 2/1 removal meets my approval. Let's go. So I'm talking about, baby. All right. What do you think? Are we happy?
Oh, we're happy.
We're happy so
We're
far.
happy.
I love it.
I think Andrew Hendricks might want to jump him out.
Hey, not mad at that.
Yeah.
Now I haven't actually got to see all the cards. Oh, he's got an infinite combo. There's an infinite combo. Okay, we got the Murderous Red Cap.
Grumgully.
Yeah, Grumble Mumble.
Grumgully plus Murderous Red Cap.
Yeah, we need a sack outlet. Grumble Mumble will give it a +1/+1 counter comes into play. Murderous Red Cap will, when it dies from Persist, get a -1, which is canceled out by that, and you get infinite damage off it. Let's see if we see it. There's the Grumble Mumble. Let's see if we can see it.
Ooh, I don't know if they see it.
Going
Let's see
for
what they do.
another Phyrexian.
I think they want to get the Porcelain Legionnaire.
Oh!
Maybe it'll come back on the wheel. You never know.
That's right.
Could not be a
wheel it.
rule
It's
drafter at the table.
It's colorless, so we can still do it. Maybe we're getting leveled by Andrew. Now, I love an infinite combo.
So if you can tell. So Andrew, so far, I know we're only 4 picks in. But Andrew has prioritized cards that can go in any deck, or can be cast from any deck. Porcelain Legionnaire and Dismember, and then 2 different, and then just have 2 black cards. So he can go anywhere from here. And I think he's trying to stay as open as possible.
Okay.
To try to see what color is open for him as the draft progresses.
And another solid removal spell, Mortify. Now that's a pretty good instant speed removal.
Also blows up enchantments, which is not irrelevant in Peasant Cube.
Absolutely, and much more so than Pauper. For sure.
Got a lot of powerful engine cards that are
Absolutely.
enchantments.
All the enchantments that pump up the tokens.
Yeah.
100%. And the instant speed is quite relevant as well, of course.
I think Andrew's showing us that he's taking Mortify.
Okay, not mad at that. Looks like we're black-white bucks, which means Grumble Bumble's probably not on the wheel.
Might be off the table, yeah.
Yeah, he's willing and able, but it's off the table. Now, what archetypes are we looking for in a black-white version of this? There might be. There's also a tragic slip.
Well, there's also Tezzeret's Gambit. Oh, okay, goes for the Mortify.
Okay.
Decides not to take the other Phyrexian card. Decides maybe too much Phyrexian, maybe a little too painful.
Yeah, a little too damaged.
Yep.
And so we're kind of
we're moving into a black-white sort
we're
of attrition-y.
Well, we've got the 3/1 suggests an aggressive, putting the pressure on while being able to take off the opponent's.
Sure. Okay, so we got Nantuko Huspel up front, and Spirited Companion, and Adanto Vanguard.
Now, what do you like here?
I don't know.
Oh, there's also another infinite combo. Yes. Okay, we might be get leveled. We have the 3/2 coming to play gain 2 life creature. Yes, Kitchen Finks. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Kitchen Finks. Infinite combo. We can still do it. Infinite combo. No!
Adanto Vanguard. Adanto Vanguard.
All right, we're keeping.
Just wants to attack. Just wants to attack.
Two more. We want as many 2-mana 3/1s as we can pack into this. Apparently.
No, would have been good with Adanto Vanguard. That grafted war game.
Yeah, bang bang, the chicken wang.
Yeah.
Well, we got some more removal for the approval. So again, we're looking at a very aggressive, a lot of aggressive and removal heavy sort of mentality in this. I like the Journey to Nowhere.
Takes the Banishing Light.
Interesting.
Probably worried about non-creature permanents, but they took the Mortify too.
Took the Mortify. 1 mana. Well, maybe you saw the grafted. and
The
wants
Grafted
to,
War Gear and
you
said,
know,
I need an
get the
answer.
2-for-1.
Need an
Yeah,
answer.
not mad at that.
Fell Stinger. You know
Which
that
one
card?
is this again?
It's a 3-mana 3/2 with exploit, and when it
Oh.
exploits a creature, the target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life.
That's right. Now that seems
It's
not
more
too
value.
shabby. It's also good with the 2/2 that comes to play and does damage.
He's got Mana Confluence pulled up, and he just took it, which you know,
Grumble
another
Mumble still
way,
got a chance.
still got a chance. And he, again, staying open.
Yep, he's
putting
hoping.
the, you know, putting the decision a little further down. Has a Mortify, might
Okay.
not even play it.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, there's
Although, and the Adanto Vanguard.
there's Inquisition, which is generally
Ooh.
speaking going to be better in a Peasant Cube than it is in some of the other cubes because you have a lot of cheap. Okay, it takes it, and there's also the Midnight
There's a
Haunting,
Midnight Haunting there.
which is not bad.
but-
Instant speed, 2
Yeah.
flyers, but not mad at the Inquisition. Also,
Okay.
ooh,
No, we
Sin
saw this
Collector.
pack already.
Yes,
So
that's correct. We saw the
Wheels
other
of Sin
pack as well.
Collector.
Yep. Not mad at the Sin Collector. When it comes into play, you get to choose an instant. Now, again, the other nice thing about this is getting the information. There's nothing. Hey,
Hey.
nothing wrong with getting the information for the station. Okay, so there was a problem
They're just fixing an issue.
where
I think one of the cubes doesn't have
oh my,
just make an announcement. Yeah, I think one of the cubes was not. Somebody didn't have
Sufficiently
randomized packs. Yeah,
yeah, that's it do be that way sometimes.
it do be that way sometimes. You ever sit down and draft a cube and you're like, did you even shuffle this?
Yep.
Did you even shuffle this really?
The only thing worse is the off number packs. You got like, I got 16 here, 14 there, because by the end, when you get through it. Okay. So making an announcement to make sure that, again, everything's right on time. And again, shout out to Libby the Liberator, our head judge for the day. Got to drive him up when he flew in.
Yeah.
Picked him up from Milwaukee, drove him up. Fantastic dude. And let's
You know,
go.
this is such a hard event to run. It's just a unique event. Whoa,
Yeah.
that was good. Did you work out today?
No, I might have to do some push-ups depending on how tired I
I
get.
mean, seriously. Me
Yeah.
too.
And I need to get the blood flowing. How about you? How was your night last night? You enjoying Madison?
Oh my
Is
God.
this your first time here?
My first time ever in a place that was not either the East Coast or the West Coast.
Hell yeah! Welcome to Midwest.
Thank you,
Let's
thank
go.
you. Yeah, man.
And what do you think so far?
I mean, I went downtown last night, got some Russian dumplings.
Ooh, they have a great place.
It's really, really good.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Got some dumplings.
Madison is a very foodie town.
That's what I heard.
Shout out to Justin Parnell.
Yeah. Hey, Justin.
Madison over, it punches above the weight for the size. Okay, it looks like we're getting ready to. Oh, hey! We're getting a thumbs up from our drafters. We're getting ready to get back into it. Maybe.
Yeah. And again, this is the logistical implications of doing all of this at once is so heavy on everybody that
Yes,
like
it's a
I
lot.
wouldn't be surprised if we get some chokes like this during the day.
Which is why we planned for extra time. We it was a compromise, but we stationed this in a way that we could have some extra knucking for bucking.
Cool.
Okay. So we got a call draft coming now.
I said, don't make me turn this into a call.
Oh,
draft.
don't do it. Okay, yes, I was gonna say.
So okay, so here's something for the audience to know. So I was talking with them yesterday or the day before. The plan was to do a simultaneous call draft for every cube, and there was some issues that came out of that. And one of the main ones is, I don't know if for anybody who's aware, there are cards that were printed that are draft matters cards, which is like Lore Seeker, cards that like play. Oh yeah, Mage's Attendant. That cards that influence the actual mechanical draft itself.
Right.
And it turned out that was probably too much to handle.
It's a lot
with
logistically.
the blind call draft.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's a lot.
Grumbly came back.
Grumble Bubble came back. Infinite. Oh no, but there's another
Gonna
3-1
go to
for
season.
2.
Yeah, it's another 3-1 for 2. So
Yeah.
it's a season Hallow
This is
Blade.
3-1 for 2 deck over here. All right.
So it's 3-1 removal.
Yep. 3-1 and just get it. And we did get a Mage to 10. Let's talk about that a little bit. Now that's a 3-2 for 3.
It
It's
is
a little bit off-brand.
but it comes with a 1/1.
It does come with a 1/1.
Yeah,
Not mad at that.
got the Spirited Companion back. That
Oh,
card is so
wow.
good.
People have no idea.
And
People have
and
no
if he
idea.
and if they get any kind of like sacrifice outlet or ways to blink it or recur it,
Yep. You're
we're
just
good.
gravy in the Navy.
Yeah.
It's a 1/1 pup that
right,
likes to draw. Okay.
Little time for
Let's
review
review.
here. Let's see what we're looking at here.
So we
What,
got some-
so what do you think about the pack one overall?
So I think this is actually a classic Orzhov strategy, although not necessarily outlined in the archetypes by the Cube's creator.
Correct.
This is one that I really like myself quite a bit. It does 3 things. It puts on pressure.
Yep.
It offers disruption. It removes creatures. We've got Inquisition of Kozilek. We've got Sin Collector to mess with the plan of the opponent. We've got 3/1s and not just 3/1s, but very resilient 3/1s like Adanto's Vanguard and Hallowblade to keep that pressure up, and we can clear the path for them. So again, think about that. Like a 3/1 is for 2 mana. That's a lot of pressure.
It's good rate.
3 times 7 is 21. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And on top of that, you've also got a like I said, a suite of 4 mana, and 3 mana removal already. Okay,
All right,
so
here, we're in
let's.
pack 2. All right, so
Ooh.
they pulled Kong Ming up to the front.
Kong Ming is a 2/2 for 4 that pumps all your creatures plus 1.
Heirloom Blade.
Hellblade. Let's go.
Oh, are they taking Heirloom Blade? If so, we got to
Got
shout
it.
out Usman Jamil
Yes,
real
Usman,
hard right
yeah,
now.
huge shout out to Usman. This is
Come on,
definitely
come on,
getting
come on,
taken.
come on. Take
100%. Yeah.
Yes!
Up top. Let's go. All right, so so this is a 3/1 for 3.
They're
There we
laughing.
go. Equips for 1. It is a whenever a creature dies, you get the creature's equipped. You get to search your life for another thing that shares a creature type with it. This is Usman's favorite equipment, probably favorite card of all time.
It is Usman Jamil's invitational
Ooh.
card.
And
Really efficient equipment. Goes great with the 3/1s
And
and
the
gets
best-
you a little value on the way out.
and the best removal of all
spell
time.
of all time
Yeah.
coming next.
Swords to Plowshare. You gotta take the swords. Don't even dip.
No.
Dip.
Cloudguard. I know Cloudguard Ranger. This is their stream, but
Yeah,
you know.
Cloudguard Ranger, no stranger
No,
danger.
we need that Swords to Plowshares. Come
Yeah,
on,
take it.
come on, come on. Yeah, you know what you want to
Up
do.
top.
Oh, absolutely.
Knock it down.
Oh.
All right. Don't
So-
worry. He's wheeling
He's
it.
wheeling the
He's wheeling the
Cloudguard.
cloud.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about
Don't
that.
worry.
But the most efficient removal spell of all time in Swords to Plowshare, plus a classic,
Yeah.
harkening to the days of Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Revised.
Yeah,
That's,
and Ice Age apparently too, because those Ice
and
Age
Ice
printed
Age.
one. Yeah.
True story.
Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, now what are we looking at?
There's
We
a Gray
got-
Merchant, I think, in the front.
Not mad at the Gary.
Not
Not
mad
too
at Gary.
scary.
Path to Exile.
Now there's
So-
a 2/1 for 1.
Yeah, but there's a Godless Shrine. So to me, I
Is
wouldn't
that
be
a
surprised
Godless
if
Shrine?
it's a Godless Shrine. So I
Okay.
wouldn't be surprised if they take the Godless Shrine, considering they just took the Swords to Plowshares and they're very removal heavy.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the Godless Shrine here. That's another thing with Orzhov is that the mana,
Oh.
especially going for an aggressive Orzhov deck, the mana is a lot tougher than your green-based decks or other decks. And not only that, there's a lot of double mana spells early, 2 and 3 and 4 CMC stuff that's double mana. So yeah, I like this pick. Again, what good are spells if you can't cast them?
Yeah, and Orzhov has always had trouble
Yes,
with its mana. There's a lot of very pip-intensive color combinations.
that's right.
Ooh, cool Celebrant. Okay.
Okay, we got some more. Okay, there we go. I think we're taking that one. Oh, there's a Plague Rats though. Plague Rats.
Crip Rats.
Oh, excuse me, Crip Rat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sweeper, basically.
A sweeper.
Mono, but you can only use black mana.
Right. A sweeper that only uses black mana, but when you have so many resilient 3/1s that can survive that sweep, it does make a difference.
True.
I like the Crypt Rats here. I wouldn't be mad at Mortapod, another great removal spell that it's in a format like this, I think will shine.
Okay.
What do we take there?
Cruel Celebrant. So I don't know. I mean, if they take Cruel Celebrant, I feel like they need to lean a little harder into
We
cards that
passed an
generate
Antuka.
tokens.
Okay, I know.
Passed an Antuka, also never taking the Cruel
Andrew's
Celebrant.
got a plan. You know what? I'll bet Andrew gets like the 1/1 that whenever a creature dies, you gain a life. Like,
Yeah.
I'll bet Andrew's got a plan. I'm not mad. I'm sure it's going to come together. What do we like
What are we
here?
in the front there? I don't
Well,
actually know what that card is.
that's a make 3/1/1s for 6 or 3 depending on the mana. you
Special
spend.
Procession?
Yeah, that's a Spectral Procession.
And an Evolving Wilds? Yeah, it's an
yeah.
Evolving Wilds.
I like Spectral here.
I love Spectral.
Yeah,
here.
not mad at that. It's usually 4, but 4 mana for 3/1/1 flyers. Not bad
Yeah.
rate.
And also,
In a
now we
format
have
like
now
this
we have
especially.
fodder for Cruel Celebrant.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So it looks like they're going to start prioritizing some Orzhov Pontiff.
Ooh, Pontiff. Ooh.
Look at that. Is white open? I
White,
don't know.
yeah, white's looking good. I
Yeah.
like the Pontiff here. It's a little bit, it's got some modality. Now this is back to my Ravnica days, but it allows for you to knock out some of your opponent's creatures, which can be amazing, especially in a format like this, which emphasizes tokens, right?
Absolutely.
But it can also just bang your chicken wing when you need to pump the team and get into the dream, especially if you got 3/1 flyers.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at that.
One half of a Zealous Persecution that is really good.
And it's on a body.
Yes,
Which
and it's on a body.
can first of all
haunted.
sacrifice for
Hey,
stuff.
hey,
and
hey,
attack.
J bro.
Let's
J
go.
bro.
It's gotta pick the Thraben. You gotta take that Thraben.
I believe
Let's go.
it is illegal. I believe it is illegal to pass Thraben.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. What are you gonna get back?
What do you mean animate that? What are you
Don't do
doing?
it. Don't you do it, Andrew?
Oh, I know it's pretty.
No.
No. Doesn't Andrew know who's watching the stream? All right, we have to get somebody else in here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody. I don't know if he's coming back. Oh, hey, J bro. It's all right. I know.
It do be that way sometime, though.
I know. Got to get back the creatures you killed earlier.
Well, maybe, there might be something else going on here. It's possible Andrew's leveling us. It's possible he's going to wheel the Thraben, and then he can reanimate it after he sacrificed it to that 2-mana creature.
It looks like Intangible Virtue and Kong Ming came back.
We're taking Kong Ming here, right?
I mean, we're basically tokening right now.
We're tokening, but Kong Ming is going to be much better than the Virtue. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah, that's true.
That's okay.
You get back the creature you killed earlier. That's true. Animate Dead does allow you to get back their creatures.
It sure does. It
Yeah,
just says
so
enchant dead creature. I think it's old enough that it would say.
And we wheel the Cloudgo Ranger. Oh, but there's another 3/1 for 2.
Oh.
There's another 3/1 for 2. His favorite creature.
Are we gonna have are we gonna double whammy?
Actually, and that's there we go. Cloudgo Ranger. Shout out to Cloudgo Ranger.
Shout out to Cloudgo Ranger.
The dream of the stream. On brand. Andrew's on brand.
Only half on brand because they didn't take Thraben Inspector.
Yeah.
Okay, we can keep streaming. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, what do we got here?
Shepherd of the Flock here. It looks like pulled up to the front. I believe that's what they took.
Shepherd of the Flock. All right. Not
pretty good with Chupacabra.
Yep. Absolutely.
You know?
All right, what do we got here?
Looks like a split card.
That is the black-white split card. I can't remember what it does.
Is it start finish?
Start finish, yeah.
Let me see.
Pull that up?
Multicolor. Just making sure that that's actually what it is.
Okay. We're coming near the end of the pack. Going quick now. All right. Another reanimate. We did not get the Thraben Inspector. I am leaving this draft unhappy.
I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what I thought it was.
No, it's not start finish. It's got to be the other one. It's
All right, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, not happy about that. I can't believe.
Pass Thraben Inspector.
I hope Andrew dies to Thraben Inspector. I hope Thraben Inspector kills
Yeah, I
Andrew
bet
now.
it kills them.
That
yeah.
will make me.
That would be justice. Yeah.
That would be justice. J-Bro is not happy.
No, J-Bro's not happy.
Although we're watching Cube, so I'm happy about that. That does make me happy. I'm conflicted.
So,
Thraben Inspector. Actually, and shout out to Jamie Topples to Topple Popple, an amazing streamer, part-time dreamer. She sent her husband here with a care package.
Really?
With a custom-made Mangle Dangle and a foil Thraben Inspector just for me.
oh my
It
God.
made me so happy. That makes up for this.
It's really
So,
generous.
It was very. Topple Popple's one of my favorite people. She's fantastic. If you have not checked out her channel, do yourself a favor and save her flavor. One of the fantastic streamers,
Yep.
part-time dreamers. We got Mangle Dangle up top, one of my favorite cube cards of all time. I also on my stream I have a break. If you haven't checked out my stream, twitch.tv/teamjbro, and you can see some breakdancing Mangle Dangles, as it should be.
As it should
As
be.
it should be.
All right, we're going into pack
Just-
3.
Okay, pack 3, left, right, left.
Yep.
All right, what do we want to see
Mother
here?
of Runes
Hard
in
to-
the outset.
Hard to get better than that.
Kind of a power outlier in a cube like this. Really,
Yes.
really strong, annoying to deal with.
Very.
But there's also the Ascend -2/-2 sweeper. The one that
That's
it's
pretty
-2
good.
-2, but when you ascend it only does their board.
Your opponents. Yeah, that's pretty strong.
It's pretty strong against them too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't pass Mother of Runes.
Mom's pretty good here. Mom's executor,
You can't-
especially with all those 3/1s that you
I
want to
know.
get through for the final damage.
Yeah.
Mom is not bad. Yeah, we had Golden Demise.
Golden Demise.
Yeah, which is also fantastic.
Thank you for pulling that up. I actually didn't
Ooh,
even.
now
Glimmer
there,
Point Stag.
Glimmer Point Stag is quietly amazing here. Oh, there's
There's a Vraska, one of the few planeswalkers in the cube,
Not mad at
and they
Vraska.
find I believe it's a black-white land.
we want the fetch here. We're taking fetch. If
Is
that's
it
a
fetch? Is it fetch? It's Caves of Koilos.
Oh,
I
Caves of
think.
Close. Okay, happy taking the caves. We want the caves here.
We really need the mana.
Yeah,
We
that's
have
right.
we
Good
have
pick.
spectral. We have Cruel Celebrant and a Spectral Procession into Ravenous Chupacabra. We
That's
need
right.
the mana.
That's right. And not only that, but we actually have a critical mass. That's another thing to consider when you're drafting a format like this, or Cube in general. When we have a critical mass of playables, you got to start prioritizing lands, because the lands are not coming back, but things that can fit the slots. Like I can't remember what else is in that pack, but Glimmerpoint Stag, although being fantastic, especially with Chupacabra and stuff like that, you will get other good 4-drops.
Locks on Warhammer. So I know I just saw that. Locks on Warhammer.
That is
really insane with the 3/1s.
powerhouse.
With the resilient 3/1s.
Well, and in Peasant Cube in general, locks now taking up another 2-for-1.
Yeah, but we have a lot of those.
We have a lot of
We
those.
have a lot of Shriek Mauls already.
And it's also a 3-power creature. It's fantastic, but. No, you got to take the Warhammer here. Come on! Anytime you're in a Peasant Cube, Warhammer is just.
What was that? What did they just take there?
I didn't see. I was too busy.
Too busy talking about Rocks on Warhammer.
Too busy dreaming about Warhammer. Is so good in this cube. It's so good. It is a first pack in any Peasant Cube.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Yeah.
It is so good.
It is one of my favorite all-time Peasant Cube cards.
Mishra's Factory.
It was Mishra's Factory?
Oh, well.
Oh, it's probably the new art Mishra's Factory.
I guess it do be that way sometime too.
I'm not sure. I mean, Mishra's Factory is good. It's a creature land.
I know I just said
but it's
prioritize
colorless.
lands.
But it's colorless.
It is.
In a pip-intensive color combination.
Yeah. Not thrilled with that choice.
I'm thrilled with that.
But, again, I'm sure Michael knows what he's doing. Or Andrew knows what he's doing. We're not mad
Well, Michael and Andrew both know what they're doing separately.
Yes, Michael definitely does as well. Thought he had took a 2-white card.
Okay. Oh, it was hard to see.
Yeah. This is another. We got the Chapel. Not mad at that.
Isolated Chapel. Slam it.
Ooh.
Vampire Nighthawk.
Vampire Nighthawk is also fantastic. Oh, and there's another 2-for-1.
So in that pack, and I'm wondering if they're going to see it. There's a sweeper. I think it's the Monarch sweeper.
Oh, the Monarch sweeper.
I believe. Yeah, Feast of Succession is in that.
My.
This card is insane. Sorry, it's insane. Yeah.
No, we're not cussing. Sorry.
It's insane.
That.
All creatures get -4. It's 6 mana sorcery. All creatures get -4/-4, and you become the Monarch. Now, anybody who's played 1v1 Magic that has played with Monarch knows how oppressive it can be.
Statistically speaking, Monarch's very good.
Yes.
Especially in a format like this where there's so much creature interaction, and especially in a deck like this, we have so much removal. What is this? City of Brass? No, it's not. Can't tell.
Well, they've got a core Skyfisher up in the front and a cast out.
I don't mind this core Skyfisher here.
I don't mind core Skyfisher.
We got some really good ETBs. Oh, okay.
Just wants removal.
I don't know what I'm doing. Possible. Yeah. I give up. I don't know what's going on. We've already got the Banishing Light.
They just want a ton of removal. That's all they want. They want to make sure they can answer every single thing the opponent does, and then while they're pressuring with 3/1s.
Another black white. Oh wait,
that's Cryptic Kids.
Nice. Cryptic Cave, fantastic.
You think it was Flicker Wisp?
Oh, that was a Flicker Wisp. Oh wow,
well, I guess
that's a great pickup.
I guess we're gonna find out because we're definitely gonna watch them.
Flicker Wisp is fantastic in this format. Knocks out.
It's a Flicker. It was a Flicker Wisp.
Oh, it was Flicker. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good call, Cube Meister. 2x2 art. Flicker Wisp knocks out your opponent's tokens. It re-ups your Chupacabra. It knocks out enchantments or creature enchant. It's also good. There's also the Graph Diggers.
The goat, the Cloud Goat.
Yeah, the Cloud Goat, the War Gear, which is definitely getting played.
Oh yeah,
whoever got that is getting played.
Oh, it's easy play.
So,
right, so what are they got here?
Wisp is fantastic. Ooh, Knight's Whisper.
Love
Knight's Whisper. Knight's Whisper again. That's a pack one, pick one in a format like this. That's a pack one, pick one in Vintage Cube.
100%. Yeah. I love Knight's Whisper.
So
clean,
good.
Elegant.
Yep. It's willing and able to tell that table. It's especially good in a format with more powerful cubes. Ooh,
Mirror Fiend's pretty good.
Not mad at Miss Mirror Fiend.
Not mad at that.
We have a sack outlet at instant speed, which means because of the templating of Miss Mirror Fiend, you can permanently move a card if you want.
You can, yeah.
That option's available. Do you want to describe why that works?
Because both triggers. So the ETB trigger is look at the opponent's hand, take a card from it, and then it's instead of saying until it leaves the battlefield, the original templating was when this creature dies, return that card to its owner's hand. So if you put the trigger on this, like you stack the triggers where you kill it before both triggers resolve, the card is supposed to go back into their hand before you take the card out of their hand. So the card goes out of their hand and can never go back in.
That's right.
It's basically a Thoughtseize.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, it's a Thoughtseize that exiles.
That exiles.
Which
Gone.
is relevant.
Which is very good. So
We got the Afterlife creature.
Yeah,
which
the
is
Afterlife creature.
Not bad.
I like that card.
Not mad at that. Although, how are you going to pass Thraben Inspector for the Animate Dead?
Oh yeah.
And then take Afterlife creature over Necromancy?
I'm not really sure. Think about with the Flicker Wisp
I'm all over the
on your
place.
Thraben Inspector. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
you
know.
could have unearthed the Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, I think you need to have some words with Andrew Hendricks after the
We're
draft.
I'm gonna talk. We're gonna talk through. Well, it's also possible I'm wrong. I'll trust.
Look at that. Feast of Succession came back.
Very nice.
Came back.
One side of Wrath of God. Yes, please. Andrew knows what he's doing. Andrew knows what he's doing. Oh my! How is Soul Ring still in this pack? Is Soul Ring good?
How the mighty have fallen. Nobody wants it. What's going on here?
Often Soul Ring goes pack one, pick one. Now it's gonna maybe be last. Oh, you take that. Oh yes, you don't want to get Overrun. Overrun's one of those cards where you're stabilizing, everything's gravy, and then you just lose.
And then wow, it's lost. The
fact that Soul Ring and Overrun came so late, I'm a little flabbergasted.
Yeah,
I'm flabbergasted. I'm flubberbubbered.
Maybe
I don't even know what I am.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. So draft is over. What grade would you say you give the deck?
This is a strong deck. It's got a lot of 2-for-1s, but in a format like this, it doesn't have the. It's so a couple things. There are going to be. I think there's going to be a really strong sacrifice at the deck from what we've seen. We saw the 3-mana 3/3 that when something gets sacrificed, you ping, and it did not table, right?
Yep.
We saw the 4-mana 2/2 that when something die. I think there's going to be a really good sacrifice deck, and I think in a cube like this, unless you're doing something really special, it really kind of wants you to be in one of those lanes and rewards you for doing so. So I think it's the power level of a deck like this is strong. It's got disruption.
Yep.
It's got pressure, but it's not going to be at this. It might be a tier below one of the defined archetypes that the cube has so many rewards for if you go down that path. So yeah. I would give this. Let's see. Let's remember what's in here. I want to see all this stuff. Okay, so we got Cloud Go range, which is very good in this. We got some solid removal.
So they're doing deck building at the table, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah, it's great.
You know, gonna lay it all out for us.
Yeah, we can stay there, Michael. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got. Did we get the Feast? Did we get that 6-mana Monarch card? Is that what's on his left?
Feast of Succession is in the pile.
Okay, so there are a couple just amazing pack one, pick one cards in this. I would give this a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay,
that'd be my rating. What do you think?
I like 7 out of 10. I think the recipe for cheap creatures plus disruption is there. So I think they could have a pretty easy time with some good draws to just get some wins based off of how much raw disruption they have in their deck.
That's right.
But I could also see this just trying to think of how the games might play out given what I know. I mean, I would say I think they were in the right seat. I wish they went a little harder into the synergistic elements of their archetype. But I would say overall I'd give it like a B minus.
Yeah, I'd say B minus. Yeah,
really good job identifying what they should have been in.
It's one Thraben Inspector away from being an A plus.
If it was Thraben Inspector, I would have easily given it an A minus. But we got to take points off of that.
Yeah, we're deducting.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, there's some really powerful. Yeah, nothing more powerful. I mean, Ancestral Recall's good. Ancestral Recall and Peasant Cube is really good.
Really good.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we're playing Peasant Cube, except there's white Ancestral Recall.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's just in there. It's in there already.
Yeah,
it's open to you.
So
somebody else took it though, because they know.
They know.
They don't want to disappoint you.
The white was tabling. Recall was not. No one wants to play against Recall.
Yeah. All right. So what happens now? So they're going to do deck building, and then they're going to register their decks.
Yeah.
I think right. I think they have to do a little deck registration, and then we're gonna eventually get to see, and then we'll get to see Andrew Hendricks in round 1 play against his opponent. So we'll get to see how the build went out. This is, I will say, this is one of the most interesting parts of the process of cube drafting for me is just deck building.
Yes.
It really separates the good players from the great players.
Yeah, I also, I mean, obviously drafting is the most fun part.
It's the most fun
Everyone
part.
loves to draft.
It's so exciting.
But the deck building, yeah, where you separate the, the Thraben Inspectors from the
Cloud Goat Rangers.
Cloud Goat Rangers. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get the stream cut off for that one.
Yeah. So, I think that, again, in a format like this, what we saw, first of all, green was just wide open.
Wide open.
Which I can understand, like, that green is not where people necessarily want to be at, but when you've got, when you've got Soul Ring, when you've got Overrun going second and, last pick, like, Hachimachi,
I know.
Yeah. So, but again, I think the sacrifice deck is going to be very strong.
Yeah.
The red-black sacrifice deck. I think that I'm going to call it right now. I think that's going to be the deck that wins it.
Interesting.
It's a lot of variables. Hard to say. That's my call. What's your call for the day?
Oh man, I mean, I kind of want to see Andrew Hendricks just take it all down.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Although I am because of Favorite Inspector. But besides that, I'm not.
But yeah,
it's hard to be mad when you're watching Cube.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
CubeCon.
Come on, what's the rest of it?
I've been waiting so long. We're already here at CubeCon. Yeah, that was this has been a huge labor of love, but what an incredible opportunity for all these great players to come together. And I'll say this, yourself, so many other great Magic Cube theorists here. It's been an amazing part just to hang out and chat theory with people. It's awesome. There's so much great theory crafting, so many great people. Have you got to connect with some folks that
that's all I've been doing is talking about Cube.
Hell yeah.
Since I've been here.
Hell yeah.
I'm in a house with a bunch of people.
You're in the Cube house.
I'm in the Cube house.
Oh, I was going to be in the Cube house briefly. I might be coming tonight after Cube karaoke.
So there's a hot tub outside.
Oh,
and
yes,
we haven't actually tested to see if it's working. But I said this morning before we left, I said somebody has to make sure this is tested because J-Bro could pop in at any point and just want to jump into the hot tub. So we got to make sure it's ready.
I might ninjutsu myself in there.
And
you might never know. It's someone's attacking, I just sneak in there, shinobi that stuff.
What feels better really than being in a nice cool night under the stars in a hot tub, hanging out with your buddies.
Cubing in a hot tub. We gotta find.
We talked about that. We talked about that. I brought it up to you. I said if there's a way to make this work, I'm all ears.
We got to get some very, very protective sleeves.
Challenge to all of the sleeve.
All the
sleeve market, all the manufacturers. We need waterproof sleeves because I can take care of the game state. It's all there. It's all floating on top of the water. But we need the next level.
That's right.
Waterproof sleeves.
So also big shout out to our partner Gamehole Con, who were part of this. Huge shout out to Royce and to Brian Kowal for making it happen. Brian called only Mr. Mountain Games, and we're really appreciative of it. But it also means that when you come to CubeCon, you get to do True Dungeon. You get to talk to the artists. You get to go do all the, D&D stuff that's going on, all the other games, all the new games, the Milcog stuff. There's so much happening here that even if you just want to, in between rounds, take a break and walk around, we got the amazing food trucks. You hear food trucks like these are some high quality,
really good
next level food trucks. Like,
I have to go get a burrito or something today.
You know? And I mean, it's just this has been fantastic. And again, huge shout out to our stream maker, Cloud Go Ranger, twitch.tv/Cloud Go Ranger. You watch now, and Michael. And I'll say this: if you're enjoying this is what you want to see, help us out. Share it, let other people know it's on, get the word out about this stream, get as many eyes on this as possible. And the more success we have this year, the more likely we're going to be able to do it next time. And the more people are going to have, and the bigger this is going to get. This is our first time. But as and I was the one talking to a lot of our sponsors, and a lot of people told me, first of all, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you're going to get a whole convention of cubers together because the logistics are too hefty. You know what? We did
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted and overcome.
Challenge accepted.
But one of the big challenges we had with the sponsors was people needed proof of concept. They're like, well, you're not going to get this done, so we're not going to be the first to risk it on the brisket for this.
Yeah.
But sometimes you got to risk it for the brisket.
So here we are showing you.
Yep. We're showing, we're growing, and we just want to keep going. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, if you like Cube as we do, if you're enjoying the content, help us out. Share it among your Magic groups on Facebook. Let people know. Text your friends. Check us out. Watch it while you're doing the dishes. Watch us while you're at work in a boring meeting and just watch your phone on off to the side.
I mean,
Whatever.
I watch Cube while I'm doing the dishes.
Yeah, that's right. I do all sorts of menial tasks.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff. Watch those VODs. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're in it. So
Cleaning the bathroom,
yep.
sweeping the floor, washing the dishes,
bathe in the clean room.
bathing in the clean.
Whatever. All of it. Whatever we need. Cube
Oh.
all over like a four-leaf clover. So I will say also that the other big thank you I want to give is to all the participants who came here.
Oh my God.
This was a big ask. People flew literally from all over the world.
Yeah.
We have people from Canada, from South and Central America. We have multiple people from Europe.
Yep.
All over. And it is awesome. It is such a delight to be able to hear the stories, to be able to make these memories. I've been just having a blast so far. Sam Black got his Commander Cube firing last time you played that.
I was invited, but I didn't go because I was really nervous about waking up on time for
Yes,
this.
that's fair. We had to stream. We had to live the dream. But that cube is amazing. We've got some great meals. We had some great time. This has just been awesome. But
Yeah.
it would not be possible without everyone here coming through in the clutch. So we really, really appreciate that.
yeah.
And all of the cube owners who lent their cubes, like yourself, to this great
I did.
event.
I let my cube.
Yeah, why don't you discuss yours a little bit while we got some time? You
Okay. It's called 4 Packs of Magic. It's not. I don't know if it's going to be featured or not, but it's one of the many cubes that are being drafted right now. It's 4 packs, so it's probably still being drafted right now, to be honest. But it's a labor of love. Me and a couple other cube designers made it over the last couple of years.
Let's shout them out.
Yep.
Ryan Sachs.
So it's no, not Ryan Sachs.
Oh,
It's
just kidding.
It's Lyra and Dan were my co-designers, and Jose, I guess, too. So shout out to the homies
Shout out to the
that
homies.
worked so hard on this for so long.
Plus up, homies.
Yes, and
Plus up.
it's being drafted right now. It's like if you ever wanted to draft a legacy or modern style constructed deck,
And you did.
that's what my cube is. It's where I get my itch because I don't play constructed Magic really anymore. So it's where I get my itch to like cast my collected companies and play Tarmogoyfs and Death Shadows and Delver Secrets, and it's wonderful.
Hot cocoa ain't just for winning no more.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Get that cocoa and an Oko.
They're both in there.
they're
Yes,
both in there. So-
Absolutely.
Yeah, and again, if you are here and you're watching this, or if you're off to the side doing one of side cubes, I would highly recommend checking it out. It is a very, I would say, a deliberate cube. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. So thank you all so much for checking it out. Spread the word, make sure we're heard, and we'll be back very soon. And again, thank you to our sponsors. We'll see you soon. Bang, bang, bang in the chicken wing.